Coming up this week.
I heard on an Adam Buxton podcast, I think she was like going, oh God, last thing I'm going to do is end up to go and be a teacher like everyone else. And I kind of thought, yeah, I mean, taking your pictures of your bum or teaching, one's got more integrity.
SUZIE! All right, that's probably enough.
It's just that stutter, so it really did its job.
Yeah, stutters are in these days. I mean, look at the BAFTAs.
Yeah.
That is the most interested I've ever been in a musician talking about how he writes a song. Hello, I'm Alexandra Haddo, a woman who has a fringe, even without a recent breakup.
And A up, I'm Adam Flood, a man who still has hair.
And welcome to Adam and Alex's Indie Supergroup.
Oh, this is it. Here we are.
We're excited.
We really are. Each week, we are getting an indie hero of ours on this seat to put them through the steps even. The depth. We're putting them through the depth, guys. Got to make sure they're put through the depth. And what are the depth? They are the depth to make sure that they've got what it takes to be in our indie supergroup.
Exactly. These are the people that we would have DM'd back in the day if there was Instagram. Thank God there wasn't.
If MySpace had that technology, you'd be in jail.
Yeah, and no guest would agree to come on here.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, I recognise, haven't I seen your flap somewhere?
Yeah. I'd be like, yes, on DM with the pictures I send you. Please sleep with me. We've got all the best people that are sort of the wildest of the era.
Yeah.
The coolest.
And I guess most importantly, the most financially in need.
Yes, absolutely. That's sort of criteria number one.
Yeah. As are we, to be fair.
Yeah. God, absolutely.
Which is why we're getting into managing bands from the noughties.
Yes. We're going to bring the best bits back, essentially, with our guests each week. But before we do that, Adam, what have you been up to this week? Have you seen any gigs? Have you been to any good performances?
I mean, I've seen a lot of gigs in the past few months. I've seen Geese.
Everybody is going on about Geese so much, and I feel like I've not properly listened to them yet.
Right,
but
really.
Everybody is going for shagging them so hard.
I think it's basically, I know the government have been talking about national service, and I think what they mean is the national service of if you are a man over the age of 23, every day you have to find a woman and tell her about geese.
Yes, okay, I see. And that has been happening to me quite a lot.
Yeah, because, it's the time we've been called up. Sir.
And you know what it is? I'm not one of those people that just because they're big, I don't want to listen to them. I hate that. But somebody said that they're sort of like the Strokes, as in they are posh boys. I think that's delayed my onset of listening to them. But I will, because they're obviously amazing, because everyone loves them.
Little oiks who are brilliant.
Okay.
And I guess that is how the world works sometimes.
We went to see Viagra Boys, which was great.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
The boys.
And Get Down Services, which you'd said were great, and I really loved them.
When I first started listening to Get Down Services, I thought they were shite.
Yeah, you
Mainly
hated
because
them.
of the fucking referential, talky, millennial boss having a crisp, doing a fat shit, oi. And I sort of...
I mean, if you haven't heard Get Down Services...
That's it.
That was almost insulting of how close that was, but I really enjoyed them. And I like the fact that they were having a go at Ali Pali for taking 25% of their merch.
That was unbelievable, yeah.
So
after every song, they were like, fuck Ali Pali for taking 25% of our merch.
Yeah, they said buy it on our website.
And Ali Pali for our listeners who you may live in Greenland or worse, Grimsby.
Yeah.
Both as barren and hostile.
Yeah.
But Alexandra Palace, big venue in London, that if you're not a stadium
That's the nickname for my vagina.
Yeah, Ali's Pally. Ali's Pally is a little bit fucking stally.
It's a big old venue in London.
Yeah.
We all go there.
and you have to pay 25% to get in.
Okay, time to talk about this week's candidate for the Supergroup.
Yes.
I'm going to reel off some CV stats.
Okay.
People can play along at home, see if you can guess who it is before we announce it. He's the lead singer of a band that had a top 20 album.
Okay, interesting.
Doesn't narrow it down.
The biggest hit that they had was a woman's name.
Right.
Can you figure that out?
Geraldine.
Ruby?
Geraldine. Kaiser Chiefs?
It could be. it very well could be. They had a big synths and long hair.
They are top of the bill spots on the NME stage at Reading and Leeds and toured the world with the Charlatans and Echo and the Bunnymen. We are, of course, talking about Chris Peck from Boy Kill Boy.
Chrissy from the Peck Shop Boys. No,
That's
not what they're
his
called.
new project.
Yeah, that's his side. That's his solo project. I mean, Chrissy and the Peck Shop Boys that's pretty fucking.
Quite
I
nice,
should be in
actually.
marketing.
Yeah.
God damn it.
For rights reasons, obviously, we can't play their biggest hit, which was, of course, called SUZIE.
Yes.
We cannot play the music or we will be shot.
We will be drawn and quartered.
Yes. But luckily, you've done a nice version.
Yeah, well, usually what I would do is I'd play it on the guitar or maybe, do a version or something like that.
Great.
But,
Just so we can remind the lovely viewers and listeners at home of their music.
Yes, but frankly, I couldn't be arsed.
Right.
So what I've done is I've kidnapped 5 boys from a local primary school who were just heading in before.
Yeah.
If you're wondering who those small children are over there.
Right. Sorry. So this is very much boy kidnap boy.
This is boy kidnap boy.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
And so what is a boy's favourite instrument? The recorder.
Yes.
So they're going to...
His penis.
Yeah. Well, they are children, so let's not. But yeah, they are yet to discover that.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that what we'll do is we'll have the boys play, basically accompany the rendition.
Right.
Lads, could you please play the recorder?
They are.
Don't be shy. This is not a movie. And things just ain't the same as your favourite video. Standing back and move me. You're killing it, boys. The next time, a very nice place to go. Talk to SUZIE. All right, that's probably enough, but maybe we'll go to the chorus. All right, ready? Okay. Countdown to this. Right, we best. Thank you, boys. You should go back before I get in trouble with the police.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
And also, I think that's reminded everybody about that track.
You'll know the
and
track.
Boy Kill Boy, you know the track.
If you're saying,
You've heard the track.
If you're thinking beforehand you don't know the track, then you're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
You know it. It's a brilliant track. It is part of, I think, the pantheon of great songs that make up this indie period in which that we are interrogating the sort of Louis Theroux indiosphere. I don't know what I'm on about.
The boyosphere, really.
The boyosphere.
The indie boyosphere.
Let's fucking have it.
Let's have it. Chris, come in. Welcome.
Bring in the boy.
Who's now a man.
Bring in the man. The boy who is now a man, who has a hat and long hair. Bring him in.
Chris Peck from Boy Kill Boy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for being here.
And thank you for basically agreeing to be interviewed for the Supergroup. We think you're a fantastic candidate.
Wow.
You were in the sort of peak of the indie era.
Yeah.
Your track SUZIE is, I would say, burnt into my brain.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's a track. As soon as we started, thinking about who we're going to get on the candidate list here, who do we have to have in?
Yeah.
Digging back into it, it's just like a sort of. It's like having an acid flashback.
Yeah.
Brought back.
Oh, wow.
So many memories kicking
That's
out.
lovely.
Yeah, in a nice way, in a lovely way.
Yeah.
Memories of
Not
kind
in a
of...
sort of harrowing, acid way.
No, I mean, maybe just that stutter, so it really did its job.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
Yes.
it's got that thing, hasn't it? It's kind of like, people try to bring us down.
Yeah. I mean, starters.
That kind of thing.
Starters are in these days. I mean, look at the BAFTAs.
Yeah.
You should
That's
go
next
the
level.
full
That's next level.
Yeah. I mean, was that a thing that when you were thinking about, how did you come up with the starter? What was going on?
I think it was, probably quite a lot of singers. I do admire poets, and I'm not really a poet. I'm sort of someone where I write the music and then I sort of stumble around the words, and I usually start off with noises. So if you were to come to one of our first band practices when a new song's been born, it'll be like,
That's pretty good.
It's
I'm
sort of
into
like
that,
a weird,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, a lot of singers will probably know what I'm talking about. You sort of blah, blah, blah your way around, and then you sort of go, well, that sounds like a word. And that, did you say SUZIE? Oh, well, let's carry on with that. So, and then it just sort of, and then it kind of grows, and then you sort of put words together. And there's this sort of pretentious part of me that sort of likes to think that I'm sort of honing in some kind of spiritual,
drawing down,
cherry picking from some sort of energetic,
almost
field,
like it's already there, and you're sort of chipping it off, and then it.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people talk like that, but I think ultimately it's just splaffing out a load of nonsense until something makes sense,
Can I just say that as a person that listens to Six music from morning till night every day, that is the most interested I've ever been in a musician talking about how he writes a song. And you're essentially saying, hey, look, it sounds great, but it's not always the most meaningful thing ever. And then sometimes you're listening to a musician talk about a song that really means something, but when they're explaining it, and it's something that really means a lot to them,
the
you're
way
like,
I picked this out.
Well,
no, but I mean, to be honest, maybe, that's the way forward. Maybe I'm like the sort of, Sesame Street version of everyone else who's doing some like mastermind version,
Splaff, I think splaffing's a great place. You splaff before we recorded here, didn't you?
Yeah. That's part of my morning routine. 6 a.m, wake up, ice bath, 7 splaff.
Before you can actually put any words together, it's just...
I can't speak till I've had my splaff. Don't speak to me before I've had my splaffy.
You actually, you've had 2 concussions recently. You've actually found it difficult too. So you've lost words.
Two concussions in one financial quarter. And maybe that's what happened in the indie era. That like...
What people just...
Maybe people had like... Did you ever hit your head? And maybe that's what... Maybe it's like a stroke. Like all of the whoa.
But it's kind of a flash of inspiration.
We've had a stroke because like when you hit your head, you can get foreign accent syndrome. The people who wake up in Chinese.
That is
as a comedian, that is my dream.
That is crazy.
To wake up and have a Chinese accent and be allowed it.
You've got quite a topical question for Chris based on the gigs you've been to recently.
I've been to some gigs recently, right? And where do you stand on sitting down gigs?
Well, the last gig I went to, it didn't take me long to see if I could squish down and sit down at someone's private table that we sort of smooshed our way into, and
that's still
we
kind of rock and
into
roll way of
their
sitting
table
down.
a little bit, But at my ripe old age, you take these opportunities when you can. Have a little sit down, sort of enjoy the show sitting down. Is that,
I mean, because
I be ashamed of that? I don't know.
No, I think that's okay. I mean, but what about when you play them? Like, do you want your audience to be?
Well, right, that's a very good point. Well, I think we'd probably prefer everyone to be standing.
Yeah, it's like when you're on stage, you're like, how dare you? When you're in the audience, you're like, oh, give me a little seat.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a couple of gigs out of choice recently sat down. No, not out of choice. What's the opposite of choice?
Out of necessity.
Necessity.
As in, the only tickets left were in the balcony, I'm guessing. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's all I could get.
Why did you have to sit down?
Because they're the only tickets I could get.
Oh, okay.
It was a little while ago, Viagra Boys, and then recently Geese.
Yeah.
Now, I was on mushrooms for both.
Yeah.
Which is a sort of sat down experience.
It's to kind of sit and watch.
Although people do stand up quite quickly, so you are stood sort of thing, but you can see everything.
Yeah.
You were stood up on shrooms at Viagra Boys 2 weeks ago when we went.
Yes, I like to do mushrooms. I'm on mushrooms now.
You're a mushroom guy.
No, yeah, I think it's kind of nice.
Also, we wanted to ask you, you're not even the first musician that's now a teacher that we've had on, that we've been interviewing. So we think, is this a sort of trend? Because are you as a lead singer good at sort of corralling a bunch of idiots and telling them what they need to do?
Yeah. There's a few analogies on there. It's like, what's more stressful, playing in front of, a load of pissed up people or a load of googly kids on a Friday afternoon that cannot sit still.
Surely there's a transferable skill there.
I think there must be. I mean, at the end of the day, without sounding too much of a twat, like it's a bit of a performance when you're teaching. You're kind of having to judge the room and keep everyone going. And
why does Sir keep coming in with dry ice behind him?
Yeah, I know. Oh, he's got the strobe on. Must be Friday afternoon.
Algebra kids, come on. Like, we're 6 years old.
I mean, I've got like, I started off the year with one little guitar next to my desk, and then I brought in this little homemade one, and then sometimes when I'm doing the assemblies, I've got to lead all the assemblies, and I get my guitar and sing songs with them. And then I've got my special guitar. So sometimes I'm there and I'm like, I can't actually get to my desk because there's just too many guitars. But the kids, if they're working quietly, and I'll just sort of quietly pick up the guitar and start tinkling away and go like,
that's great.
That's actually really nice. Let me just quickly record that. Yeah.
Like,
it's
sir, sorry, I don't quite understand. Shut up.
Yeah.
And
I'm
writing.
we're trying to work around it.
That's a good lyric, actually. Sir, I don't quite understand. Sir. Okay, we're onto something here.
But, no, I think it's cool. I mean, what did I hear? So I heard someone's podcast. I think Kate Nash was on an Adam Buxton podcast. I think she was like going, oh God, last thing I'm going to do is end up to go and be a teacher like everyone else. And I kind of thought, yeah, I mean,
don't shit on it, Kate.
Taking your pictures of your bum or teaching. One's got more integrity.
Yeah,
but,
don't do both.
One will get you in trouble.
Probably not at the same time.
Do you get parents that are kind of similar age to you that when they hear about you doing like the reunion gigs and stuff, that are like,
Yeah,
Get us a
it's quite nuts. I still can't quite get my head around.
Really?
Like the other day in the school gates, it was like, bye, see you, have a nice weekend. And someone went past, I'm like, bye, Mr. Peck, we've got tickets for the gig. Can't wait, managed to get them way. And I'm like, whoa, like, you know.
I love that they,
Wow.
which they, of course they do, but I love
Mr.
that they
Peck.
still call you Mr. Peck.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
instead
yeah,
of, but
yeah.
I get, you have to, don't you? Like,
Yeah, but it's weird though, because I've got my like little YouTube, we pay for YouTube in my family, so I've got 2 little kids. So we don't have all those adverts, you know. So when I'm working in the school and I put on videos, sometimes I didn't realize it's got like a little list of all the things that I've been watching down the side. And so they're like, oh, Mr. Peck, it's a podcast, and there's like some interview for something, and they're like, oh, look. And then the next day they're coming and going, we saw the podcast, and I was like, I'm not sure whether I should be editing what I'm saying a little bit if I've got to be careful.
Yeah. Okay, well that changes.
That's
all
all the questions about drugs gone.
Yeah. We can speak in tongues.
I guess when you're thinking about, you know, artistry, it is important. Like looking, you know, us as band managers, I'm sure, you know, you look at us and think, you know, they're just sort of nice.
Evil, corporate.
You guys know what you're doing.
Yeah, we're harmless, evil corporate shills.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I think, but aside from that, we do get it, you know, we like band, you know, we understand like the bands, you know, it is about the music.
No, it's
the money.
The money.
Sorry,
The
it's
money.
all about the money.
It's all about the money.
And like, so 20 years come back, Boy Kill Boy sells out a big venue, 1,000-seater,
Scala.
less than a month.
Yeah.
Like,
When did you
how did
announce
feel?
it this month? This year. It was,
Yeah,
went on
it
sale.
sold out in a day.
In
a day?
Yeah. I can't believe it. Yeah, I really can't believe it. I mean, it's just, I was kind of, because when we were talking about what venues to do, I would be thinking more like Water Rats, you know? Like, which is lovely, but like, but you know,
we have to be thinking about Ali Pali, which if you didn't know is not Alexandra's.
It's not my palace.
Yeah.
it's your gaff.
Yeah. I wish.
It's a bit up there, isn't it? I mean, yeah.
Well, I've got maybe a couple of ideas about like, you know, how to capitalize on this.
We got to maximize profits. It's not about, you know, it's not about the love of the game. It's not about nostalgia. It's about cold, hard.
Yeah, that's what we're sort of interested in.
right.
I've got some merch ideas for you.
Great.
Obviously, t-shirts. It's a classic.
It's your bread and butter.
I've got a t-shirt we've mocked up here for you. This is the
thing of beauty.
This is the back of the t-shirt.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, you know, a lot of your fans now will be working remotely from home. So this is a kind of more Zoom-friendly version. The front, getting rid of the sort of kill element. Boy befriends, but not in a murderous way, boy.
Yeah,
So
that's very woke, isn't it? I
Mm,
mean,
very woke.
I had to squint there because I haven't got my glasses on. But
So I know,
yeah,
sorry, I was doing that. I was getting it in
but-
focus for Ricky, and then I was like, and now I'll show it to
Very
Chris.
nice though. I like the little design you've got there. The little thing.
Good, isn't it?
But yeah, no, I think that's not going to offend anyone.
Yeah,
is it?
That's
And
it.
it's maybe for the younger fans that, you know, they can't even look at the word kill.
Yeah, I mean,
They
it's,
can wear this.
it is a bit weird being a teacher because when the children sort of ask what the name of the band is, and I'm like,
Boy.
it's called Boy Kill Boy. And
It's
they're
not called
like-
Man Cool Boy. It's not called
Yeah.
Man. I'm a man.
Yeah.
So I'm not. It's a kind of
But
adolescent.
then they always forget, and then they come back and go, "Oh yeah, I saw one of your boy on boy videos the other day." And I'm like,
How did you get that? Me and Pete Doherty. How did you get that? How did you find that?
I thought that was hidden in the dark web.
I thought that was gone. That was
Yeah.
on an old video cassette.
Yeah.
We've got another one.
We got another one here now. Basically, you know, as you know, when you get to sort of when you hit your 40s.
Wow, that is a beautiful.
But we're in our 30s, so we've not quite got there yet.
I'm in
but-
my late 30s and I still haven't found the urge, but I do understand that people hit 40 and at some point you need one of these.
You need a
leather
phone.
cases.
It needs to have a leather flap on the side.
I used to have it. I literally lost mine. So as soon as you can make that merch, I'll probably buy one
Amazing.
myself.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So you got that flap in the back.
It's sort of cardigans and leather pouches.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's going to be lovely.
Mhm.
Now, obviously, also when you're in your 40s, you get knackered really quickly. So
Yeah.
we've got for the fans, when they come in, they've got some energy lozenges.
Kill boy
they
energy
can buy.
lozenges.
Fantastic.
They can maybe have half and then maybe see how they get on and then have
Yeah.
another half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
So
sort of
double
see how
drop
the night
and
goes.
Have the time of their lives.
And also maybe now,
Yeah,
who
I
knows,
like it.
we've got younger
Beautiful.
fans. Younger fans coming in. So to sort of tap into the burgeoning manosphere, we've got some protein powder
Look at that.
to suppress the
Kill
inner
boy protein.
Yeah. Who's that on the front there? Is that?
That's just a
That's
a
one
boy.
of your students now.
Yeah, that's,
I thought that was. I was trying to say that.
that's me.
Yeah, you've got some good guns there, man.
Yeah, thank you. They look different on
Yeah.
camera and in person.
And you could kind of, it looks a bit like a moustache as well. You could kind of
It
Kind of
does
have
look
something
like
going on there,
that.
like a little twiddly moustache. But no, I like that. I like that kind of protein, thing, like tapping into the youth market in whatever way possible. So
Yeah, exactly.
thank you for thinking of that.
That's great. Yeah.
Back in the day, did you have to like do any mad partnership stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I remember like when we were first starting to get out there, it would have been the MySpace kind of era, if you can remember those days. And, and our manager, we had, a younger guy who kind of knew his chops, and John would be like, you got to be on it more, man. You got to like let everyone know. And I was kind of always like, look, Prince wouldn't be doing this. And like, Kurt Cobain wouldn't be doing this. Why are we, why should we be telling everyone what we're up to that day? This is bullshit, You just reminded me that there was one thing actually we did, which was with Ben Sherman. And actually, I quite liked Ben Sherman clothes.
Ben Sherman's nice,
yeah. But like we used to go down and they'd dress us sometimes, give us loads of clothes for free in their Carnaby Street branch. And then they offered us to be part of their advertising campaign, like big billboards and stuff. And at the time, I remember my drummer saying, Shaz was like, no, absolutely not. We are not selling out. Because at the time, it was really unusual for bands to be attached to any brand, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was quite a big deal to do that. And it was like, no, Shaz was like, by under no means would, and again, I think he said the same sort of like, Kurt Cobain would never do that. Like, we've got to hold up our values here, like we can't sell out. We said no, and then they kind of put a bit more money onto it, and then they kind of went out to about 30 grand. And then
what? Our values?
I think it went out to about 30 grand, and I think they said, look, you can choose the final photograph, and you don't have to wear all Ben Sherman. You can wear like one top, or one pair of trousers or something, as long as you're wearing some. I mean, I'm hoping we're going to get in trouble for this, but and I was like, now we're going to say yes.
Do you know who I can imagine doing this?
Did you say yes?
Kurt Cobain.
No. Kurt Cobain.
Do you know who looked wicked in one Ben Sherman shirt?
Kurt Cobain,
probably would. But no, we had to go with the majority of the band. They didn't want to do it. So we said no. But like now, like that would have been quite a big, an opportunity.
I would say I'm quite like your drummer as well with most things, but I would think, that's a clothing label that is kind of
quite
indie
cool.
mod adjacent and it's cool anyway.
It's not like they got you in like Dorothy Perkins.
Do you know what I mean?
No,
so it's kind of like something you would wear anyway. Yeah.
But I mean, although I kind of would be helping steer the group, it wasn't my back. It had to be a group thing. The irony is, like a few years later, after Boy Could Boy split up, like I kind of eventually sort of got a little group together of friends and called the Family Tree, and we just kind of started doing little things, a bit more folky kind of stuff. But then Ben Sherman got in touch and said, would you like to come play our new branch in Angel? Of which I was like, yeah, sure. And we didn't get paid, but we got given some free clothes.
You were like, I eventually did it for nothing.
You send the picture to the bass player like,
Check me out.
You're like,
I'm not getting paid, but
I did it for the love of the music. I still have my principles.
There in your Ben Sherman boxes.
Yeah, exactly. Got there in the end.
And did you have any partnerships back in the day with Bleached Whale?
I remember once we got asked to look, basically a brand deal with Atticus, which is like a brand that Blink-182 and other, like it was kind of a lot of emo bands would wear, and it was like a little bird on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we made us wear all this gear, and it's like for emos.
Yeah.
I remember putting it on and like looking in the mirror, and I thought, I get why you can be suicidal wearing this. I get why there's a problem. Yeah, this is horrible problem.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Absolutely.
We also want to talk to you about nepotism. At these days, it's kind of looked down upon if you're a nepo baby or whatever. Fuck that. No, we need as many connections as possible. It doesn't matter. I'm guessing you don't have famous parents, but the point is, have you got any connections, any famous fans, anyone we could tap up for the reunion, for the supergroup? Did you ever have anyone where you were like, God, they are really keen? Who was your
really special,
or your best allies in the business when you were touring? Who did you get on best with?
Yeah, well, we used to. I think one of them, my favourite tours was with Echo and the Bunny Man.
Oh yeah, we saw them at Shine On 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
and they're hard nut to crack. Like, I was told, because my guitar tech, Ollie was like, he used to do teching for them a long time ago. Yeah. And he said, look, you just don't try and go and sort of stroke the cat. Like, just let the cat come to you.
Yes.
You know.
They've got a cat in the band.
No, well, Ian would probably not like to be but yeah, I mean, you know, the singer, they're all nice guys, but you know, they're slightly sort of, you know, why shouldn't they be quite spiky a bit? You know?
You kind of don't want them to be cuddly, do you, in a way, because of their performance?
Yeah, I mean, I remember like that first, we met them on tour somewhere in America, and I went up and was like, oh God, you know, and I found myself like, you know, just after the sound check was like, oh, this is such an honor. And, you know, I can't believe this is like, you know, you're in my tape playlist when I was around. And he just stood there looking at me, and then he went, do you want a sound check or what? And I was like, oh yeah, thanks very much. Sound check. Yeah. Okay. You know, and, but we became kind of quite chummy, and we kept in touch with each other. And I've got some pretty amazing stories about Ian and how he really was very much there for me when things were a little bit more tricky and a bit difficult in my life. And he was really a great support network to me and a real inspiration. And, you know, still a little bit in touch these days. And so I would be kind of saying, if I could ride on his coattails,
yes, perfect.
Maybe he could come along to our Supergroup show.
I think so.
Just to kind of give us that sense of heavy kudos.
Yes.
You know?
I think he might have to be one without the sort of interview process. I don't know if I think I'd be too scared.
He invited us to play his party once. We turned up and there was nobody there, and his whole house was tarpaulin. So it was, we played it.
That's like an Alan Partridge moment.
We played it.
Is that real? Really?
Yeah, it was real. And then like...
tarpaulin?
Yeah, he
like on the inside?
Tarpaulin all of the bottom of the house.
So that your blood wouldn't get on his carpet.
He was a butcher as well. That's his job.
Genuinely?
Yeah, he was like a 19-year-old butcher. And we stopped playing a song once, and he went, like as in we took it out of the set list, and he went mental.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever have anyone like that?
I'd be out of there. I would be out of there.
I don't know. I mean, we actually, one thing that we do is, you know, we reach out and, you know, we want to understand like, you know, what the market is saying, what fans are saying about everything. And basically a fan of yours has sent us a song, right? And I've listened to it and it's deeply disturbing. It's a response to your track, SUZIE.
Yeah.
But kind of in the style of Charlie XCX. So I'm not sure if like maybe the keyboard player who now manages Charlie produced this. I don't really know. Anyway,
let's.
I think that we got to hear it really.
Let's have a listen.
And see
I've not heard this either.
It's me, SUZIE, and in response to your song, I wanted to make it very clear, I am horny. This could be a movie, yeah. The sort of one your friends and family saw that think you were damaged as a child. Could Chrissy use my hair for whatever you want? For example, dip it in a lasagna, then put it on your belly button. Don't tell the authorities I said these things. We could have a life together if you just take your pants down, pants down. There'll be a disappointment. I like all the indie boys when they take off the drill beat and they show me that ooh boy, kill boy, makes girl touch self. I hope you like my song now. Get out your Jolene and your Jing Jang Dong.
Mate, very good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well done, SUZIE. I mean, thanks for sending
I'd
that.
love to find out who that is because we might need some remixes done soon.
Yeah.
So that's really sounds very.
But this is what happens
She
when
sounds
you
quite
reach out
obsessed.
and to a fan, like musically, and they fester on it for years and years.
Yeah.
And then this art pours out of them.
I just can't believe it. I mean, they say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery, isn't it? And, you know, whoever has spent the time in their life to do that deserves
God only knows.
Massive hug and maybe some money. You had one of those pills that the films, you know, those in the movies, you know, that make you sort of go younger and supercharged. You know?
So
Unbelievable.
Maybe he has been having these pills. So I've been having the pills.
Right.
Not like the...
Adam was he wouldn't have been allowed in Boy Kill Boy last year, put it that way, because
it was sparse.
You wouldn't allow anyone bald in the band, I imagine.
No, well,
I was looking like a half-blown daffodil, you know?
How come you've just achieved such wonders and beauty?
He's done a deal with the devil.
I've done a deal with the devil. Well, so I'm on a pill.
Yeah.
Now.
The pill.
The pill.
Yeah.
So I can't have a baby. Mm-hmm. And also I'm on the spray. And so when you have it, like there is some potential side effects. This is what the doctor told me.
Yeah.
So one side effect is that your willy might stop working.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
And the second one, he says you might want to kill yourself.
Genuinely?
And I said, we have a deal.
Yeah.
You're like willing to take that chance.
I don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine me, I'm on the
You're
bridge.
going to live fast, die young, and just look great.
And have long hair.
Yeah, die young but hairy.
You know, I'm on the bridge.
Good on you.
My long hair's blowing in the
Was
wind.
this the conversation you had in Turkey? Was it? Or-
No. So, SUZIE, we talked about quite a lot, but also it featured in FIFA 2007.
Yeah.
That and being on Soccer AM was the marker, I feel like, in the noughties, wasn't it, of success?
Did you see me? I scored the goal at the end.
Did you?
see that?
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm great. That's one of my highlights of my career. Especially because they were taking the piss out of me because I knew nothing about football. So, like, you know, they were like, and then at the end I was like, got it in. I was like, yeah.
Oh, sure.
That's a good moment.
Top shagger.
But yeah, there's the computer game thing, it was kind of like a big deal, wasn't it, at the time? And still now, like, there are dudes from Mexico and places all over the world going, oh,
yeah, I guess they hear
FIFA.
It seems weird
Really
that
works.
FIFA like would be like a big, you know, the big cultural supporter of music.
Yeah.
And now, like, you know, the Peace Awards.
Yeah.
I mean, first it was Boy Kill Boy, now it's President Kill People.
Yeah, but this is just bigger scale.
Strange times.
You know?
Yeah, but I think our management were trying to sort of tap into that football market. And the second time around, when we did our Stars in the Sea album, our second album, and they were like, "Yeah, we've hooked you up with like a big interview with Leighton Orient, because we were like living in Leighton, and being brought up kind of there in our adult life, sort of thing." And he's like, "We've arranged for you to go there. It's going to be a big Sunday roast, and you're going to be in the VIP lounge." And we said, "Oh, okay, fine." So we turned up, and you know, they sort of ushered us into this place. And would you want chicken or beef? You know, loads of champagne. It was all very nice. And then the back,
Chicken or beef, that sounds so fancy.
It was like,
Sunday roast, here we
quite
go.
know what we're doing here, but like, you know, it's all good. And then the guy came out and was like, "Right, so half-time's coming up. It's time for you to come up and do your bit then." And we're like, "Do what? Do what bit?" And they're like, "Well, you're going to come up and do your interview." And I was like, "Oh, I thought we did our interview for the pamphlet thing, you know."
The match day program.
Yeah, thank you. And he was like, no, you're doing an interview on the pitch."
What?
And I was like,
Wow.
"Oh, no, we're not going to do that." I mean, normally I would just never say no to anything. But at that point, because I think also they were losing like 6-0 at half time. We were like,
And they were like, "We need an indie band to
like,
really..."
We're just not going to do the who are you? So I think we just ate our food and ran out the back door before we...
Yeah, that would have been a car crash. Imagine
That'd
that.
been awful.
What a weird blindsided, thing
to get this band out the front and go, "So anyway, tell us about your single," you know.
Yeah. While people are sort of throwing stuff at you.
Yeah, we just made a swift exit out the back. So,
being interviewed by like a man in a chicken suit. Trying to get you on the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just like so cringy. But I don't know, man. If we really knew our chops, then perhaps we could have blagged our way through it.
Yeah.
But,
so was your drummer, when it was used in FIFA, was your drummer like, no to Ben Sherman, but yes to FIFA?
Yeah,
he was
I don't
with that.
think he even knew about the FIFA thing until it happened.
Fair.
But I think we weren't complaining with all the sort of PlayStation games that we got to take with us on tour. And you know, when you're playing football and then your own song comes on,
would you get a big?
That is pretty good.
Did you get a big fat chunky bit of cash?
I think the publishing would have done.
Yeah, they would have done. Yeah. And they got you a lovely hat.
I think we got loads of computer games. I think that's like, here you go. But no, it's all part of the publishing stuff.
That's part of the publishing stuff, but also now brand partnerships are a big deal.
Yeah,
so,
when you live and die by, I should think.
Yeah, we got it. Now it's 2026. Who do you want to partner with for the reunion tour?
Ben Sherman, baby.
Stick to your roots.
I don't care, man. Tesco's, he's got some cash.
Full circle.
Tesco's, yeah.
I remember it was funny. We were
Tesco Express or Tesco Extra. Should we go big?
Yeah, go local.
Yeah, go local. Get a
Yeah.
nice independent Tesco local.
Yeah, I remember we supported the Lars in Shepherd's Bush Empire, and that was like a big deal because I was a massive Lars fan, and you know, it's all quite pulled together on their end, you know. But I mean, of course, everyone knew it, and it was kind of shambolic but amazing, and everyone loved it. But we got kicked out of our dressing room quite quickly through the night, and we were a bit gutted, and was like, "Oh, wow, great." So we all had our stuff out in the bar, and then someone had to go back into the dressing rooms to pick up, like, they'd lost their coat or whatever. And it's like, came back, it's like, they're all just selling knockoff Adidas down there in our dressing room.
Really?
Like, that's what they're doing. That's why we've had to leave our dressing room. So they've got these like young scallies sort of doing shifting loads of stuff. I thought that was brilliant.
Entrepreneurs.
Scallies from Liverpool. Make the most of it. I mean, why not, you know?
I think that's what we should do for
As their
the Indie
version.
Supergroup. Do
you think so?
Yeah, I think
I love those
knockoff
t-shirts. Really,
Snides.
you'd buy them. I like when I was like 13 and 14 start going to gigs, I'd buy them out the front.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
would...
the fake ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and your
the
washing machine,
bootleg
you put
stuff.
it through at once and it'd be like,
gone.
we're taking the logo.
Yeah, but it looks
We're
like,
gonna have the
it
logo.
looks like you've been to like you've been to every gig and you've worn it out by
Innit?
hard graft.
And you look at the date and you're like, that was tomorrow.
Yeah.
How does it look worse before you've been?
Yeah, I mean, when we were on the end of our journey, I think we were in Inverness or something, and we're like, this one of the fans said to us, look, you know, just like we're all doing the signing thing outside, and we kind of knew that like it's probably coming to the end. I mean, it was a sold out tour, to be fair, but I mean, it was just the climate was changing, like the game was completely falling apart, and these kids were like, and they had like our songs on their phones, not iPhones. I mean, it was probably even a little bit before that, but
Yeah.
they
Come
were
on,
playing. They were playing.
3210.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
Like a
They
polyphonic
were
Kill Boy
playing,
Kill, yeah.
playing the like song. You know, playing our album, our new album, our second album. And I was like, fucking, and I went over to this girl and I was like, how did you, and they're all singing along, you know, to these new songs. And I was like, how did you get that on your phone? She was like, just like from Limewire or whatever it was. And I remember sort of having a chat with her aside. I was like, let me ask you a question. Like, I'm not having a go. This is totally cool. And I was like, would you buy the album, do you reckon, when it comes out? She's like, of course I fucking wouldn't, you know. And I was like, why not? She was like, because I've already got it, you know, and came out with the analogy of the whole, like, would you buy bread from the shop if someone's giving you a loaf of bread outside the shop?
Yeah.
She's
And,
doing like the opposite of that pirate advert, but like justifying it to
Yeah,
you, the person
yeah.
she's stealing it off.
Yeah. I was like, okay, fair enough. But what about the artwork? I mean, do you care about it? She's like, download that as well, you dickhead. And I was like, all right. And she's like,
You dickhead,
look,
I drew it.
yeah.
This is honestly like the moment in a sort of music horror
Yeah.
film where the fisheye lens goes on you.
And it was like, whoa. And we were all looking at each other,
Yeah.
and it was like the walls were falling apart around us. And I remember saying to her, like, so do you know that, like, if you don't buy any of the stuff, like, eventually we won't be around? I mean, I guess that's just the way we need to get our head around that. And I honestly wasn't like having a go. I was just like going, wow, what are we going to do? And she said, listen, I love your band. And so that's why I'm going to give you this advice. And this girl was like 15 or something.
This is mental.
Yeah. She was like, listen, I come far and wide to see your band. Whenever you come anywhere in Scotland, right? My mum's going to come and pick me up like an hour and 10 minutes away, and she's pissed off about it. But you know what? She knows it's Boy Kill Boy, so she's going to do it. Yeah. Like, I also save up my money to buy your tickets. Your shows aren't cheap. I also buy your tickets I also buy your t-shirts. And by the way, your t-shirts are shit. And like, and all these fans were like, yeah, they're pretty shit. And I was like, all right, anything else? And she was like,
Not the meet and greet we hoped for.
But she was like, but I absolutely love your band and I'll do anything I can to come and see your band. And that's what you've got to realize. It's like, we will come and see you live, but we're not going to pay for all this music because we can't afford it. We're kids. Like, we just can't afford it all.
Yeah.
You know, we can buy a record and can't see you live. What do you want, you know?
Yeah.
So it was a real wake-up call.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming in. Do you have any questions for us about the role?
You know, I guess we need to find out, like, do we get to have a rider? Like, do we get to choose things we want in
Sam
a rider?
Ryder.
Sam Ryder.
Can he come to our show?
He's going to be there.
Okay, that was what that
He's
was.
there every gig.
Yeah, that was one of the
In the
main
dressing room.
questions.
Quite weird, actually.
He's going to be, he's
Yeah.
picking
And
the
also,
M&Ms.
could we do any gigs in Mexico? Because we really want to play in Mexico, and we've got a lot of fans in Mexico, and we've never had a chance to go out there. So if we could sort of steer anything that way, do you think
I like that
could
because that means
organise
that me and you get a holiday, Adam.
Yeah,
if
we get
do
to
that.
Cancun.
Yeah, if we get to,
And we can do
that's nice.
drugs
Like
with all of the frat boys.
Yes, exactly. And there's
yeah,
some kind of cartel
Guadalajara.
war. Yeah,
We'll
You
do
can
a
speak
gig
the
in
language, so that's
Guadalajara.
perfect. Yeah.
exactly. Look at him. He's a man of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can. We can do that.
Good.
Yeah.
We can go to
It is
Mexico.
a deal. It's 100% that it will definitely happen.
That will happen.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Chris Peck, thank you so much for coming in and putting yourself through the Indie Supergroup process.
Thanks
We'll
for
be in
having
touch.
me.
We will be in touch.
Yeah.
Did I do all right? I mean, you know, what was it like compared to other guys? Was I
I would say it's
Did I-
unusual for them to say during the interview if they've done okay.
okay? All right. Okay. Fine. So, but there is a chance. You're saying
There's a chance.
There's a slim,
There's
big
definitely a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep it.
But our people will be in touch with
Okay.
your
Yeah.
people, the children at school, and they will
Yes.
circulate it around the playground.
Yeah,
and it'll
yeah.
get back to you in a sort of
Exactly.
kind of like a sort of Richard Curtis moment where it'll be like,
and sort
Yeah.
of got the job playground viral. kind of
yeah,
thing.
and it'll be
Exactly.
bittersweet because it'll be like, we love Sir, but Sir's leaving, and it'll be
He's
and
off to
we'll-
Mexico
He's off to Mexico.
join the cartel.
Go massive.
Yeah.
Okay.
In this synth pop duo with Sam Ryder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a
Cheers.
lot.
We'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Help yourself to
you have
any
to sort
a
of-
pen or
Yeah.
anything on the way out.
Actually, just
Look,
just
thanks for
a
having me.
pencil, actually, I think.
Yeah. All
I
right.
get biscuit.
Of course. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks now.
Yeah. So Chris Peck, Boy Kill Boy, Adam, what did you think?
I thought it was a right piece of work.
Yeah.
As in a good piece of work.
A lovely piece of work that I would find it a joy to complete.
Yeah, man. He's just so lovely.
What a nice man.
Boy becomes nice man.
And he's a teacher. He's level-headed. I think if he's on the road with us, he's going to keep us in check.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm definitely seeing him like he's front facing, as we said. We wouldn't want to turn him round.
No, I
or
don't
have him
think
lie
so.
down.
But I feel like he might have a sort of pseudo-managerial role as well. You know, I feel like he's
Yeah.
going to be the father of us, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Yeah, Daddy's here.
Well, hello, Daddy.
Daddy's here looking a bit like a kind of indie Jesus.
Yeah, and pretty amazing stuff he was saying about like it was kind of to hear. It was like his story that he was saying about like the Limewire moment.
Oh, God.
That felt like, you know, when you see another angle of the Twin Towers coming down. You're like, I know about it, but I've never seen it from that particular point.
Yeah, I felt like I was getting secondhand sort of shock from him there because I knew that it happened and I was there at the time when music started changing like that. But I can't even imagine like your ass falling out of your trousers as you hear from your own fan, I'd never buy your fucking album.
Yeah. And your mind instantly flits to the van full of all of the things she's saying that she won't buy. Oh, well, I guess I'm totally fucked then. Well, I'm fucked.
He just immediately went on his phone and Googled teacher training courses.
Yeah. Oh, well, that'll be taffel. See you later. Guess I'm going to get to go to Mexico after all.
We'll be in touch with Chris, I think.
But we also want you to be in touch with us.
Yes, please.
Not to touch us, but to be in touch with us. Is that what you're going to say there, Alex?
I was going to say I like being touched.
She likes being touched. So,
but that feels like it'll be used as evidence if I say that on camera.
Well, yeah, as like an apologist to be like, well, she did ask for it, literally on a podcast.
Yeah, she did say, so come on.
No, leave Alex alone. But you can message me. So yeah.
You can message us because even though we're recruiting for band members, maybe a couple of managers, maybe a PR, we want to know what you guys are up to, what your strengths are, what you could bring to the band, what you could bring back to make it the indie heyday era again, what you could bring to the Supergroup. Are you really amazing at going to get a little treat from the shop? Because we've got a role for you.
Yeah. Could you be really good at getting a Ben Sherman shirt?
Yeah. Could you be really good at turning down 30 grand from Ben Sherman?
Yeah. If you could, then we don't want to hear from you.
No,
we
need
want
the
30 grand pulled into this enterprise.
Yeah, brand partnership manager. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will partner with kind of anyone, really. Colgate, Egg. We will go.
Big Egg.
Even just with product, we will be we'll be linked with Egg.
If anyone's got any inroads to ham.
Yeah. Ham and Egg.
Yeah.
But if we could be the ham guys.
Yeah. Oh, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. So get in touch with us via our handles. They're in the bottom. And if you can't figure out how to do it, maybe it's not for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the first test is finding what our handles are.
Yeah. If it's meant to be, you'll find it.
And yeah, come and see us do stand-up shows.
Oh yeah, please do. Go and see your show, which is all music.
It's all music.
So it's very linked.
Yeah. It'll be at the Edinburgh Fringe.
Yeah, Life and Death of the Night Out.
Life and Death. That's not the title. But
that's the wrong title. Life and Death of the Party.
Life and the Death of our relationship as podcasters. Because you've just really embarrassed me in front of all of our fucking friends.
So sorry.
All of our friends here that is listening. You've made me look like a right bloody C word.
Sorry, but now I've drawn attention to it and now they'll remember it.
Yeah, you'll remember that, okay? So it will be where it'll be. Yeah, I can't be asked to tell you exactly where it is.
You'll find it.
What do you think I am? Your mother? No, you'll figure it out.
No.
See you again.
Bye.
Let's have that track playing as we come out.
What, the recorders?
Yeah, no, the ding,
365 Party Girl.
Ding. Yeah. Probably not that one, but let's keep that going. No, we have the kids playing recorders. The kids are back playing recorders.
Oh God, they've multiplied. There's 15 of them.
So, yeah.
This is actually quite harrowing.
Thanks for listening. without anything else.
I feel like I'm in a horror film.
The neighbours of the studio are going to be like, what the fuck is going on in there, man?
And this is all you can hear before you see the sort of creepy child.
I mean, if you're still listening to this, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, turn it off.
Bye.